Hey, Baba. Are you doing a podcast?
Welcome back, everybody. Adulthood podcast. Hashtag. We're like
What's the hashtag?
10 episodes in and he still doesn't know. Married to a Latino.
Oh,
We are recovering from the flu. No, we really are sick. And also, we didn't do an episode last week. We prepared to do an episode last week and then
you got sick? No.
no, we something happened and we just didn't feel like recording an episode. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. We just didn't feel like recording an episode. And so, yes, we're making it up this week. Thank you for staying with us. What did we do this week? What did we do over the last few weeks?
We barbecue.
And that's it.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, we've been having a very chilled month. Are we having a chilled month? We've been doing, no, we haven't had a chilled month. It was crazy hectic with rodeo. Between his events and my events, we were out down in the city probably 6 times. We took Haley. I did mention that on our last episode. So it's been very exhausting. So I think last week we just wanted a week to really like be homebodies, decompress. And so we stayed home. We had friends over on the weekend. We had a very big cookout. Yeah, and then just between like little events, sporting events, we've really just taken this week and kept to ourselves. But we have some exciting things coming up. We've got Miami coming up. There is
Miami coming up.
Well, Francis is going to Miami.
Oh,
So when you're watching this, he'll be in Miami. And this is his first time doing a trip without me. Usually it's always I have to do trips with him or without him because of work. But I am not going this time. How do you feel about going without me? This is really, really your first trip without me.
it's weird. I don't like it. I mean,
Yeah, both of us don't like it. I'm trying to be strong, guys. I'm trying to be strong and not book a ticket last minute. But we have our reasons for why I'm not going. And we just gotta stick to our reasons. And it just feels weird. It feels weird. Like you're not the person in the relationship that travels by yourself. Usually if he travels by himself or when he did, it would be that he's meeting me somewhere. Now he's going completely for 4 days without me.
for the Thursday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
No, 3 days. Sunday, I'm here in the morning.
Oh,
so-
that's true. But still, you never go anywhere without me. And he's also going without Hale. So this is his first like solo trip. And also first solo trip like to your family. We've always ever like I'm gone before you and then you meet us. So it's gonna be like good family time for you too, like just to be alone with your family. Because I feel like whenever we do Miami, it's very rushed and like we're between his family and our previous lives of like our friends and where we lived and going down to Miami. It's always rushed.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I wish I could have taken Haley.
We'll see. You know how it goes with me. Like maybe last minute I'll be like, oh, I booked the flight. But I've been begging my husband to take me down to Georgia. I got my pictures out in Georgia. Ooh, that shit. So
Georgia is Vampire Diaries, no? No, that's something else.
no, it is Vampire Diaries. Technically, it's not in the actual show, but Covington, the town, is shot and filmed in Georgia. So I do want to go down to Georgia, down to Covington, like just for a weekend. It's like $40 a ticket with Spirit. Shout out Spirit. And just go for a weekend. I like to romanticize everything, guys. So Vampire Diaries is one of my favorite shows, and like I just want to go and I love small towns and I just want him and I to go and just like live out some vampire fantasies. Are you team Stefan or team Damon?
Damn.
Okay, so before we
Stephanie's
met,
gay.
you can't say that. Stop. So before we met, I wasn't into vampires. I wasn't into watching werewolf stuff. I'd never watched Vampire Diaries, and then we got COVID in 2021, and we were so bored, and he got me onto the show, and I was Team Stefan until like Team Damon, but
It's just crazy because actually the show really makes you hate like not hate but like be like fuck this guy, like Damon. But then after,
he's
you're
such
gonna
a genuine person. Like he does fucked up stuff, but that's because he's just like unhealed and scarred and whatever. But he's like a true friend. Like if there's somebody, but to be fair, I feel like Stephanie is also a good guy because he, goes out of his way for everybody. I don't know. It's 50-50, but Team Damon all the way.
yeah.
Um, yeah, and then I probably now it's 5 years later. I probably watched the show probably like 6 times. I always have it on as like background noise. But now I'm further into like my conspiracies and believing in like supernatural, not supernatural, but like vampires and werewolves and mythical creatures, if I put it that way. And so yeah, it's I just need to go there. I just want to go. I want to go. But also because like Atlanta's always been on my bucket list as well. So we might as well do the whole shenanigans while we're there. Yes. We always start the show with some questions. And so 2 weeks ago, which this would have been last week if we did the show, but 2 weeks ago I did a Q&A. Welcome to everybody that's new. Always so grateful for everybody's support, followers, likes, comments, messages. And so I did a Q&A since it was quite some time that I did it, and some I post on my Instagram and some I wait to talk about it on the show. And so I have some questions and my notes is there because I'm using my phone to record. So I'm going to try and go off the top of my head. But one was um we're both from two very strong cultures. How do we deal with jealousy? I guess they took that from like maybe Latino. I will say Latinas are more jealous than Latino guys.
I mean, depends. I know some guys are really fucked up crazy.
But I don't think that's a cultural thing. I think that's just a personal thing, like how somebody is. Um,
No, no, it is a I mean, I don't know.
is it
Yeah, it
because
could
they're
be
like
really.
so hot-headed, romantic?
No,
people?
there is a culture, like I think it is a thing. Like I mean, there's like, for example, like people from Central America, like Salvador, and like they don't even like some guys don't
They
even like you,
territorial.
like giving like like some women are like
They
so
possessive.
like like scared to give you a kiss.
Possessive. They
Yeah.
possessive. Okay. But again, I think that yeah, it could definitely be cultural and like upbringing wise, but I do think that's also the person. So on our culture, I'll speak for him and he can speak for me. Um One, I don't think we're a jealous couple. Um I don't get jealous if a female speaks to my husband, and I don't get jealous if my husband has female coworkers or friends or he interacts with somebody of the opposite sex. I think that's just a trust game. Like if you trust your partner, you trust your partner. Um, yeah, Rances is not the jealous type. I feel like you very much I don't know. He can't be jealous because when we met, I also had a lot of guy friends. I'm very boyish. I did a lot of boy things. And so I think I've shown him and respected him enough that I don't put him in situations where he needs to get jealous.
Yeah. No, I think yeah.
Are you jealous? Am I a jealous person?
No.
I'm not jealous. If a girl is admiring my man, like give him the kudos. Kudos is due, guys. Like it's human nature. Like, even if he's not wearing his wedding ring, like at the end of the day, if somebody comes up to him and approaches him, it's how he reacts to the person. So, on the jealous factor, we are not a jealous couple, and yeah. Um, there was another question that said, and I guess this comes from the jealous. Now that we're on social media, how do you feel? How do each other feels? Um, if the opposite sex comments or likes on my post. I guess this was for you to me.
I have not seen that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't care. I
How would
mean,
you feel? Okay, maybe, yeah. How would you feel if somebody commented, "Oh, you look so good"? Would it make you angry?
no. I will ask you, but
I guess it
like,
comes back to like the jealousy thing. And if vice versa, if somebody did it to his, yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I guess like if you're asking if we would do it to somebody else, I think that's something very different and maybe not how the question was asked. But yeah, I think like being with a partner that grooms you not to interact with the opposite sex is wrong. I think how you interact with the opposite sex is, again, goes back to being respectful. And if you're in a relationship, obviously being on social media is going to attract lovers and haters and followers, and you know, and people say things. I don't take it personally. I don't take it to heart. I think he doesn't either. I mean, he posts a video of him and somebody comments. Again, somebody could just see it on the explore page and don't think anything of it. Oh, actually, that's actually funny. So the one video that we have that went viral is him without a shirt, and the spanking video, and it's got very rowdy comments. But we sit in bed and we read it and we laugh about it. And there's a lot of people on there that's talking wildly about my husband and what they'd want him to do to them. It's social
suck
media.
his balls.
Literally, guys, literally. It's social media. Like, life's too short to fucking take shit seriously. At the end of the day, if you're putting yourself out there as a creative, like, you're gonna receive things. I guess being with a partner that's understanding, and again, it comes back to trust, um, is all that matters. And another question was, somebody said, I like your fashion sense as a mom. Does your husband ever tell you what to wear or what not to wear?
Definitely.
Do you?
Of course I
You
do. I always tell you what to wear, like buy your stuff and stuff.
No, they meaning like, sorry guys, he tells me, yeah, like buy this, it's nice, da 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 da. But I think this person is meaning like,
If I
if I'm
dress you,
wearing
yeah.
something,
Sometimes I tell you go and dress the shirt and the pants.
no, they're meaning, do you ever tell me like you're not going out like that?
Oh no no.
Sorry, guys. It takes a bit of a moment for him to understand. Um, no, he never tells me that. For secondly, if he did tell me that, like, I feel like we would have an issue, because one, as his partner, I wouldn't ever put him in a situation where he would need to feel that I'm dressed and to make him feel uncomfortable or dress provocatively. That's inappropriate. And two, I don't think that he's anywhere near insecure to feel like my woman can't dress the way that she wants to dress. So again, it's a
I mean, it depends. Sometimes, yeah, it does. Like, I mean, it's not like I want to say no, but do I would like, I don't know, Haley to wear like a really short sometimes when you're at the gym and stuff like that. But I still don't tell you no.
but even when I go to the gym without you, do I wear anything short?
No,
Unless I'm with you, like I would never go to the shorts in my nipple shorts.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. And like when I went to the rodeo, oh, perfect example. So this I posted a video with it, but I wore basically a halter neck top, and it was very much open here. Um, and again, like when I wore it, it was very open. And as a mom, also, like I feel like after I had a baby, crop tops was a big no for me. Showing like too much skin was a big no for me. So like refinding my identity as a mom and like as somebody that loves to dress for herself, it was very difficult, like going through that transition. And so I think this was the first time in a very long time I wore something like that, that wasn't like I was going to the beach or whatever. And I think I asked you like 10 times, like, are you sure this is not
Oh
enough?
yeah.
Like cleavage. He was like, no, it's good. Like you look good. And I even tied the corset like tighter, that it closed even more. So again, I think it comes back to like being respectful to your partner. Like you wouldn't put them in that situation to make them feel uncomfortable, but also again, like being secure with each other and being secure within yourself.
I think how it would look on the person too. Like someone can wear like, I don't know, like something so open, and it's just maybe the wear that is dress. Like maybe if you put like something open, but like you covering at the bottom, it doesn't seem like that crazy.
Yeah, so there's the rule, or I don't know if anybody else goes by this rule, but I go by this rule: is if boobs and arms are showing, legs are covered. If legs are showing, boobs and
Yes,
arms are covered.
exactly.
Like having a balance. And on that the balance, the rodeo has officially changed the dress code and added it to the code of conduct, and it actually took place immediate effect, because the dress code at the rodeo just became crazy. And as a mom with my child eye level, like there was too much showing for this to be a family event. And so yes, I even felt in my little coyote ugly corset
So what
top.
is it now? The
Now it's like, so there's a few things, like you can't have obviously like your ass showing, like the pants is like up your ass and your cheeks are bouncing around.
Oh
You have to
shit.
show, like you have to cover majority, not majority, but respectfully skin. If you have tattoos that obviously like replicate a gang affiliation, you have to have that covered. um
Oh
yeah, so
shit.
basically just dress for rodeo, but dress respectful. Like it's still a family friendly event. There's a lot of kids around. And so that took effect immediately. They didn't even say from next year. They were like, boop, going forward. And to be honest, I feel like when we went with Hales after that went into play, we kind of saw um, a lot of a difference of how people were dressed and stuff. I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed.
I didn't actually pay attention.
I know you don't, because you only have eyes for me. Um, oh my goodness, what other questions were there? Oh, somebody asked us, and this is what we are going to base our episode around, was why do we put our child in sports at so young? And I guess like maybe because they've seen some videos of Haley when she was a baby in sport, because I feel like 4 years old is a good age to be in. But if you are also referring to her being a 4 year old, um, we're coaches now, but we also come from a very sporty background, each of us. So I grew up in a family where my whole family played sport. My dad was a coach. He grew up playing sport his whole life. He came to America based on a soccer scholarship, and then I continued my sporting career um after just like finding my feet here and having my baby and getting back into the swing of things. And for us, sport doesn't have an age limit.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not really about the age or anything. It's just that that's literally what you know, having her like starting from that young is just getting her into that, instead of TV or instead of things, it's just like burn her energy, and I think it's good, like even just for her to be athletic, so
Yeah, no, I 100% agree, especially because like if we look back to when we were kids, even if we weren't playing sport, we were outside playing. And I'm just going to say it, like unpopular opinion, that kids are investments, and I don't mean that like in an ugly way, like, oh, you got to make money off your kids. No. I mean more like,
I mean, yeah, not make money
no,
out of your
like if you're
kid,
not
but
investing in your kid early, then don't be disappointed when you don't get return on your profit or your investment when they're like 8, 9. Just think of it. If you don't put your kid into a sport at the age that they can begin walking, and at 9 years old they start school and they come to you and say, hey, I want to play soccer, they are now up against kids that have been doing this for 5, 6, 7 years, and they are just starting. So there's a lot of factors that go into it as well. There's the factors of like, the pressure is more because they're at that teenage age or era where they don't feel as good as their classmates, or they don't feel like they fit in. They're starting later in life. But also, again, like, it comes back to when they are at the age of they can walk, or yeah, walk. I'm not even going to say talk, but once they can start walking, as a parent, you need to be the voice for your kid. They're not like, kids don't learn from just going to school. They learn from seeing, they learn from doing, but they learn from watching the parents also being told what to do. And so it's your job as a parent to put them in as many things that you can. Like, if sports is not for you, that's okay, but like music or art, like, do something that is going to get your kid going from young, because when they're so young as well, that's when their brains are developing. They are absorbing every single thing that you're throwing at them, and as much as until they can say no, put them in everything, because it gives them the opportunity and the head start for when they can say, okay, mom, you know what, soccer's not for me, but I'm going to focus on ballet. They already have the fundamentals, they already have the social skills, they have the understanding. But I feel like as parents, we are responsible for allowing our kids to grow from a very young age. And again, I don't ever remember. I think I played sport from the minute that I was walking, but I don't ever remember like being upset with my parents saying, "I wish you didn't put me in soccer. I wish you didn't put me in softball. I wish you didn't take me away from being in front of the TV so that I have to go and play with my friends out kicking ball." We got interrupted because our Missy's play date finished, and she
Hello.
came to say good night. No.
you play soccer, Haley? Say you play soccer.
Yes, I do play soccer, but my daddy always trained me,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why
Do you-
Daddy train you?
What sports do you play?
I play soccer.
And what else?
I play netball with my mommy.
And what else do you do?
I do schoolwork at home, and I go on a bus to school.
No. What did you have today? You went to in the morning? You went to?
I went to jiu-jitsu, and I play sports, and I also played basketball, and I always do anything I want.
You don't play basketball.
You don't play basketball.
Soccer players don't play basketball.
And wait. So you do soccer and you went to jiu-jitsu, and what did you have in the afternoon?
And my daddy went to work, and he came from work, and he went bicycle with me.
Wait, what did you do in the afternoon? Where did you go to?
Cheerleading, and I did so good at it, and I love you guys.
How do you like the sports that you play?
Yes, I do.
Do you
Soccer or netball?
Soccer.
Do you like that mommy and daddy put you in sports, or do you feel it makes you bored?
It makes me bored.
Okay, mommy gonna cancel everything
I
then.
would sell all the pinballs.
You don't like the
pinballs.
sports, or you like it?
I like it.
Sometimes you're lazy because you have to wake up really early in the morning, right?
Tomorrow you have training.
Tomorrow you have soccer and jiu-jitsu, right?
And guys, I always do stuff that my mommy does.
Why do you always do stuff that mommy does?
And I brush my teeth silly.
Why do you always do stuff that mommy does?
Because I want to.
Does that mean you want to be like Mama?
Yes, I do. I love you.
Okay, well, she's gonna go to bed and we're gonna finish our episode. Well, there you have it from a 4-year-old, guys. As parents, we spend so much money in things for our kids, like clothing and toys and subscriptions for Disney and Netflix. And honestly, it's really worth your while and worth their what's the word I'm looking for? Their childhood.
Oh,
Their childhood. It's really worth their childhood. Just, I mean, try. Even if you never ever did sport, like, or played a musical instrument, if they're showing interest in it, just let them try. Especially if your kids are not in school. Like, it's such a good way for them to socialize and get out there. But also,
and he helped their muscles too. Like he helps their body. Like look how strong Haley is and how strong her legs looks like.
muscles.
Cause yeah, just those little steps, it's like when babies walk and walk a lot. Like they say, don't put them on the stroller because their legs start getting like muscular. So
Mm.
I think it also helps for that.
Yeah, and like I was saying, like, I feel like Hales is gonna be a theater kid. Like, she's acts all the time. She such a character, and like, we're don't know anything about fucking theater. We're sport parents. We played sport our whole life. But I mean, if that's what she wants to do, or she tells us, I mean, now she's in cheer, which we have no idea about. We both come from countries where cheerleading is not a sport, it's not a thing. And so that's new for us. And like, yo,
I used to do theater actually at school.
oh my word, you actually did. You told me about it.
Yeah,
I mean, at
it
church,
was
no?
it was like religion, like called pantomima in
Yeah.
Spanish. It's like you do signs with the music, and like
I
stuff.
feel like I'm scared if she's a theater kid because I absolutely I know nothing about theater or acting or whatever. But it's something I would support her in. And I mean, she's 4 years old and she's showing interest in it. And so that's something we're looking to put her in as well. And yeah, like she was in dance and then she got to a point where she said, it does make her bored. She doesn't want to do it. She rather wants to try gymnastics. And then we took her out of dance and we put her into gymnastics. Now, these things are a lot of money, but there are a lot of resources. There are a lot of places like recreational centers that have shorter programs so that your kid can try it out and you can see how they go from there. And if it doesn't work, pull them out compared to getting them into an academy. Um, but yeah, I think that for us, Hell started at 18 months, and we actually
18 months,
we
shit.
we run a soccer academy. We call it an academy, for toddlers, and it starts from 18 months. And people are like, "Oh, you teach them soccer." From 18 months to 2 years, they don't really grasp the concept of soccer, but we teach them patience, socializing,
And it's more just like
listening.
them understanding the sock, like the ball, and
Yeah,
like
and by the time that they are 2.5, they go to another age group, and that's where we teach them more than just the fundamentals. So that when they actually go from 5 upwards and join a soccer league, they're not just all chasing a ball. They advance and they're ready. And
yeah.
again, if for us, he's a big soccer person. I mean, that's what his career was earlier in his 20s. And so if he envisions his daughter wanting to be a soccer player, or she inherits those genetics from him, or the love of the game, just because that's something that they share as father and daughter, I feel like at the age of 7, if she's dedicated and puts her time and effort to it, she's 3, 4, 5 years more advanced than anybody else. And so she's going to have opportunities that some people don't, because opportunities lost is because of a loss of time. Now, yes, there are people that are amazingly talented and pick it up so fast that they can start at 7 years old and be amazing at 8 years old, but there are some that are not. And
It's just a development. Like look at like the one of the girls I had. Like she was literally beginner, beginner, beginner. Didn't even know how to stop a ball, and she just made it to her high school team. since she was with me. So
And we're coaches. So honestly, like when she told us that trying
did
out
not
for her
got no
school team,
recognition for it, but it's
you
okay.
did get recognition for it in other ways. Listen, as coaches, we're so proud of the kids that we teach, and I can't explain it. Like when she messaged last year before school started, she told us that she was going to try out for her school team. And she had been with us maybe for 6 to 8 months already. And then she said that was her goal. And after the spring break was the trials. And she's very shy. She's very, I will say, sport is out of her comfort zone. And even just having one-on-one trainings, she would always worry about like who's around, who's watching. Um, and we don't doubt anybody for 1 second, because like if it's meant for you, it's going to come. We don't chase, we attract. But she tried out last week, and as soon as it was announced that she made the team, we were so happy. I can't even explain it. I even sent like our personal chat to her mom to be like, we are gonna be at her first game. It's so emotional too, because I feel like as a coach, you really are also a crucial role in somebody's life, because coaches make or break a player. Like you could have a really good coach, but they're also bad in the terms of how they speak to you, how they treat you, how they don't read the emotional and physical signs of you as an individual. And so the way that a coach handles a player can put them off of that sport for a very long time. And I know people and myself that I have had to move teams because a coach didn't make me feel comfortable, or because a coach was favoring somebody else, or because a coach wasn't using my weaknesses in a way that should have been coached to make it a strength. And so I feel like as for us as coaches, people don't even understand when we do it with these 18 months. I mean, these kids don't even like us. Babies at that age love their parents. They are Velcro babies. They do not want to leave their parents. And we run our program at 3 months at a time. And on that 2.5 to 3 months, they don't want to leave us. They asking for us. They want to come back. And when we see them, because we take about like a two month break, when we see them when they come back, it's amazing how much they have developed just from being able to kick a ball. It is insane. Um, so
And the worst part is that I mean those kids like like that age is even more easy in terms of like that 8 to 10 or 12 or 13, because you haven't still even really discovered if you do like it. So it's such a very tiny line to that as a coach makes you feel even more proud, because it's a line where, oh no, this is not what I want to do because it's too hard, or I don't think I'm going to be good at it. And, discover that line and not really go back and say, nah, whatever, I just choose another sport. If you're not really passionate or talented about it, that development time is very crucial, because you could end up not deciding not to do it, right?
yeah.
So,
And also like the big thing is like honestly believe in your kids. Like if your kid likes something and they start out and they're really not good, and you are like, oh my word, like especially let's use soccer as an example since we're on the topic. You feel like your kid has no hand-eye coordination, they've got no footwork skills, it's not meant for them. Do not give up. Like if they genuinely love that sport, again, like practice makes perfect. Somebody can know absolutely nothing and still come out the best player, best dancer, best drawer, best singer. Everything with practice makes a professional.
yeah, it's like a job. Like I mean, that's the way I see it. Like people don't want to work for managers that are a dick sometimes. So it's the same thing. Like you make your coach. If you have a good coach, you're gonna learn from it. If it's now a coach also can get you not like a sport.
Yeah.
So
But that's like I feel like that's good coaches. And I feel like in America, maybe this is actually a cultural shock. I don't know how it is in Venezuela. So for me, every sport that we've so far put Haley in, other than us and our soccer club, every coach is a volunteer. It's like parents of the kids that are the coaches. It's not actual coaches unless they get to the level of they're playing for a school or a club or academy. And I like feel in South Africa, we've never had the coach was a volunteer parent. It was always somebody with a background in that sport that same. Knew. And so that's a bit of a cultural shock for us. Hey, kudos, high five. We found a cultural thing to talk about. So yeah, I don't know if there's somebody that's born and raised from America that has grown up in a sporting background. Comment down below. Let us know if it's just because of the age group or like toddlers, or it's because it's for recreational purposes and not at club level or professional level. Is it normal that the coaches are just volunteers, like parents that have time to be a coach on the sideline?
I think it's more like because like
Because even at her chair today, there was two teenagers that were leading the class, and I was obviously as a competitive mom, it was a little bit annoying because one, I already said it, it's a lot of money. It's time that you as a parent have to go there, wait for them, you know. But also, I feel like because I don't know anything in chair, I think it's a very dangerous sport. You teaching these kids how to like lift and tumble and turn, so it's major injuries. And they just look like kids that were again volunteering their time. So that's that's a major thing for me, is that I want to also get my money's worth for where I'm sending my kid. And like I said, if I'm doing it just for her to try out, like, yeah, I don't mind spending a $50 to $100, but when I'm paying $200 a month, like, you better know that I need to get my money's worth out of it. But again, it's so important to have kids enjoy what they do. And I feel like, I don't want to give ourselves a big fat head, but I feel like we really do that with our kids. Especially at that young age. There's a lot of them that I already said it, stick to their parents and don't want to kick the ball, but it's just really finding a way to like make the player comfortable with you, because there's that trust barrier as well. So they trusting you not only as a person, but over time they trusting you to be like, okay, you're teaching me something, I'm gonna listen. And you'd imagine that you need a lot of patience for teaching kids that are 18 months to 5 years old. You really do. But once you have that connection with the kids, like, it just comes easy. It really comes easy. So it's really about having patience as a parent as well, and just sticking out the tough times.
I think more about the patient is just really more about like the ideas and how to like go with the flow with the kids, because it's different. Like it's difficult, like more than the patient. I don't know how to say, like keep them entertained.
Yeah. And also, like, don't be that parent that's hard on your kids from a young age. If your kid is just starting, don't be the parent that is getting frustrated with them because they're not getting it on the first or second or third try, because that's really off-putting for the kid. They do not want to perform knowing that it pisses you off. I have to be the parent and the wife that sits in the car because the referee will send me off. But also, not only if he's playing bad, but because if the referee is not blowing the way he's supposed to, because you can get injured. You have to, like, that's one thing I'll say about my dad, is that he was so focused on us being the best that he didn't realize that the pressure that came with it. Sometimes I'd hate the fact that I was playing that Saturday against like the best team, because I was more focused on, if I mess up, he's going to be angry with me, or if I mess up, I'm going to get a lecture. Um, and so it as a parent too, like, especially if you're somebody with a sporting or music or whatever background and you're passionate about something, do not live your dreams through your kids in the way that you want to. Live your dreams through your kids, but passionately, so that when they do succeed and are succeeding and are becoming the best, they are enjoying it and not feeling like I have to because I'm being forced to.
Exactly.
So that's what I'll leave you with.
Like the movies.
Yeah, because it really is like that.
Yeah, that's literally, there's a bunch of Disney movies that it's always like the dad, like, oh, I think, what's the one, the
High School Musical.
High School Musical, yeah, Troy.
It's the start of
It's
something
something
new.
new.
That's Ryan's favorite movie. We should do
Nice,
like,
though.
babe, tell the people the truth.
What?
That's your favorite movie.
He's no, he's camera.
It really is. We need to do like a Latino version of Camp Rock or High School
I
Musical.
think actually High School Music. I can't remember. No, I think
You
it's
can be a
English,
Spanish
I think.
Troy Bolton. How would you say Troy Bolton in your accent?
Troy Bolton. No, Troy Bolton.
Troy Bolton.
Troy.
Troy Bolton. Bolton.
It's Troy Bolton in English. In
Yeah,
Spanish
yeah.
is Troy. Troy
Yeah.
Bolton.
In South Africa, it's Troy Bolton.
Troy Bolton.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember actually the songs of High School Musical in Spanish.
So, oh my word, today was the Hannah Montana 20-year reunion. They did like a big
Oh, really?
thing. Yeah.
That's what they were talking on the office. They were talking about that. What
Yeah,
was
but it
it?
wasn't
What was
like it was today, literally today. I think maybe now tonight.
Oh,
But
shit.
apparently it had really, really bad reviews because people were expecting like an episode or a movie, and it was just like an awards thing with her being interviewed. And so I think we need to go watch it. We haven't watched it yet, but I've been watching like little snippets on Instagram, and people are not happy about it. But I literally this week wanted to get Haley into Hannah Montana, and I was hoping like maybe for Halloween she'd go as the blonde Hannah and I could be the brown headed Hannah, so we could be the best of both worlds.
Which is the blonde-headed one?
When she's blonde, she's Hannah Montana. When she's brown hair, she's Miley Cyrus.
Oh, right.
And then you can go as the brother. What is his name? Jackson.
No, I will go as his dad.
Oh my word, you can go as Rico. Rico.
Oh.
Oh my word, I have to show you a picture of how that guy looks now. He's so old. But yes, that is our episode for today. I hope that answers the questions. And when I do Q&As, I will answer some of them on Instagram, and then some of them that I feel like can be juicy or conversational wise, I save for our episode. So if you have any more questions or concerns, you can
follow us on Instagram. What a podcast.
it will get there. I'm being hopeful by the end of the season you'll get it. But you can please like, follow, share on Instagram and YouTube. But we're also available on Apple and Spotify, Wild Thoughts _podcast.